Hi Bookish Babe. So I am on my lunch break, so I decided I'm gonna try to quickly show you guys a few more of the books that I got. I showed you guys the classics from the book warehouse that I drove an hour away, over an hour really, with my son this past weekend because I live in a book desert, which basically is just my way of saying there's nowhere to really, oh that's not fun, there's nowhere to really get like used books or just books for like a lower cost. Like you're just having to only go to Barnes and Noble, which is not good for the budget. So I like to be conscious of that. So anyway, here's a few of the books that I got. This is I got like 4 nonfiction ones. The other ones are in my room. But this one is Quiet by Susan Cain, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking. I feel like most bookish babes are to some degree higher level introverts versus extroverts, maybe ambiverts even, but I thought that was good. Night Circus, never heard of this, by Erin Morgenstern. Haunts and bewitches on every page, a showstopper. This just sounded good to me. The circus arrives without warning. No announcements preceded. Like that alone is creepy. So I'm assuming it's probably like horror, thriller, suspense novel. Sisters of Heart and Snow by Margaret Dillaway. Says How to Be an American Housewife. So I don't know, just sounded interesting. The Silent Sister by Diane Chamberlain. What if everything you believed was a lie? That sounded good. This one, so I actually got interested because it said international bestseller, and I'm always wondering, like, here, especially on Book Talk, everyone's kind of reading the same books, and like your literature talk girlies get a little, pretentious about that. But I'm always wondering what books people are reading internationally, so that's what caught my eye about this one. But it is The Bookseller of Kabul, and it is by Asne Sirstad. Sorry if I butchered that last name. This mesmerizing portrait of a proud man who, though 3 decades in successive repressive regimes, heroically braved persecution to bring books to the people of Kabul. Like, I don't know, like that just sounds great. This is Unaccustomed Earth, #1 national bestseller, winner of the Pulitzer Prize. So I was like, oh yeah, I've never heard of this, by Jhumpa Lahiri. Sounds good to me. I read this many years ago. Maybe not that many, but a few years ago at least. And I remember liking it, but I can't really remember it. So I was like, I want it on my shelf. I knew that I had gotten it from the library and I liked it. But A Spool of Blue Thread by Ann Tyler. She's a Pulitzer Prize winner author too. I love Ellen Hilderbrand. All of my Ellen Hilderbrand is over here. And then I have some, I think, down on here on this shelf too. That's my girl. But I have never read any of her winter books. She's like one of my comfort authors, kind of like, you guys can't see, but this whole section over here is Emily Giffin. She's another one of my comfort authors, but I've never read her any other season stuff but her summer stuff. So these are the 2 winter novels. And with it being fall, I thought, you know what? I know she's not gonna miss. Ellen Hilderbrand doesn't miss. So I got those 2. This is Evensong by Gail Goodwin. This one caught my eye. I don't know why. Why did this catch my eye? Oh, because I opened this up and it said, an entertaining and fast-moving story. Gail Goodwin is a talented and courageous novelist. A quiet, thoughtful, intelligent look at the complexities of faith. So I am someone who really enjoys looking at the complexities of faith and talking about it. And you typically don't get to see that in like book form unless you are specifically going after like Christian or Islamic or Jewish fiction or like religious fiction. So anyway, that's what caught my eye about this one. The cover looked fun. I judged the book by its cover. I said, that looks fun, why not? I get a whole box of books for $5. I'm gonna get this book. It's A Study in Charlotte. You've never seen Watson and Holmes like this before. So it's a Charlotte Holmes novel, and I thought, well, why not? why not? That sounds interesting. And then the last one I'm going to show you guys is A Curious Beginning, which also the cover, again, just looks really fun. It's a Veronica Speedwell mystery. And so, I don't know. It takes place in London, 1887. So that alone, it's like the first thing it says right here. That alone, I was like, yep, I can do it. So that is just a few books. What is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10... about 12 of the 40 something books that I was able to get at Sherry's Treasures, the book warehouse that's about like an hour away from me. So I'll show you guys hopefully the rest of it. They're kind of like nonfiction memoir biography type books. I don't know if that's interesting to anyone here. Mainly what I'm sharing is fiction, but I did want to share those books just in case it was interesting to anyone. But that's part of my book haul. Hopefully some of you guys have read, I'm assuming at least the Ellen Hildebrand and maybe a few others. I'm assuming some of y'all have read those. So I would love to get y'all's ratings on any of the books that you have read in the comments. So anyway, hopefully you guys are having a really good day. It's Wednesday when I'm filming this and it's hump day. So I just want to get off work for good for the day and just like get my son and be home and read. That's all I want.